Hey guys, it's Jensen, and today's story time is actually going to be like a part 2 to the last video that I made. So if you haven't watched that already, go watch that first. The link will be in this description, and then just come back to watch this, because honestly, you won't really understand it that well. I am going to do a recap, but it'll just be a lot better if you watch that first, and then come back. So I'm not saying don't watch this at all, just watch that first if you haven't already. But pretty much, what happened... So this takes place around like 2 weeks ago, right? At this point. And pretty much what happened is we were kind of doing dares that day with my friends who I'm calling RJ and Arjun. So for a recap, we went to Denny's. My friend dropped his money because he's kind of careless, not careless, but he doesn't really pay attention and he kind of drops his money a lot. So he dropped it like twice on accident, and the waiter got kind of mad at him. He said he's going to take it the next time. So then his dare was to drop it on purpose. The waiter ended up taking it from him. And then after that, RJ's dare, because RJ was supposed to go next, because Arjun's dare kind of came naturally. And then RJ, he like pussied out in the last dare. Like this last time he was supposed to do a dare, like the last time we hung out, and he didn't even do one. I actually did a pretty good one. So pretty much I like said, look at my move for basketball or something, and then I did like the worst shot to these random people, and I think that was pretty good dare. So I was gonna go last, but anyways, instead of just asking for the beer, I mean, I wouldn't have done it. I know Arjun for sure wouldn't have done it, but instead of asking for the beer, he walked around and got the whole place suspicious, because we walked around in a circle for 5 minutes at this place and then just walked out. So we kind of got kicked out. I mean, they didn't directly kick us out, but they thought we were stealing or trying to steal something, because we just made it so awkward and suspicious. We didn't even buy anything in there. But after that, it was my turn to do the air. I was the only one that didn't do it. And I kind of wanted to tone it down. My friend said go to the motel, ask for a room, but I really wasn't up for that. So I'm like, hey, how would I just go to Jack in Box and do like ask for a Travi Patty? Because it's a thing going around where you go to places that aren't McDonald's and ask for the Travis Scott burger. But it would be nice if it's like a teenager or something that understands it, but this person was kind of clueless and had no idea what was going on, and it just didn't really work out. We couldn't even go through the drive-thru. We tried to like walk up there, but this guy in a truck like said like, what the fuck you doing here? So we just kind of walked inside, and I just played sicko mode really, really loud, and I'm like, hey, you know why I'm here, or something like that. And I'm like, can I have a Travi Patty? And she's like, what do you want? And then she just thought I said some burger, so she ordered it for me, and I'm like, yeah, no, never mind, I'm leaving. I don't want to deal with this. She had no idea what was going on. Like, it would have actually been funny if she knew it, but she didn't really understand. So my friend, Arjun, he didn't really think of this as a dare, because it's like, what was that? That was nothing. So he's like, so do the hotel thing, or the motel thing. So we walk into the motel. No, I swear to God, none of us even say a word. The second we walk in, we're already kicked out. They're like, what are you doing here? You have to get out. And instead of walking out, we just stay in there and walk through the hallway. And then I don't talk, none of us talk, and then they just ask us a question, and then my friend's like, oh, could we get a room here? And then my other friend is like, yeah, we have a friend staying here. Can we try to meet up with him? And they're like, oh, what's his room number? And we put ourselves in a terrible situation, because like they're gonna look at his room number, kick us out, realize that we're just trolling around with them. So then here's where my dare kind of comes into place. I like did a fake phone call with my fake friend that we were talking about, and I'm like, where are you at the motel yet? And I just had to do that just to make it less obvious, but they pretty much kicked us out of the motel, so we got banned from the motel, banned from, not banned from Denny's, but the Denny's waiter was pretty pissed at us, and we didn't even leave him a tip and left it all a mess, so, we kind of got left on bad terms there, got kicked out of the gas station for being suspicious, and then got kicked out of a fucking motel without doing anything, But anyways, more to this hotel goes in a place or whatever, so we're waiting to get picked up. Literally no one can pick us up at this time, and we didn't really feel like walking. Really hot outside. We didn't feel like walking home, but we walked back towards the like gas station, and the manager is just standing outside staring at us, giving us a weirdest look. So you know what, we left, and then my friend RJ, he didn't do a dare yet, so my friend Arjun's like, yo, go ask that crackhead over there for a cigarette, and if he gives it to you, just be like, no, I don't want it. So literally, this dare wouldn't even be that bad, because a crackhead, they're not going to call the police. What are they going to do? They have crack on them. So he didn't do that either, though. But we ended up going after this, since we didn't want to go to the gas station for a drink. My friend Arjun, he was pretty thirsty, so he wanted to go to the vending machine. So we went to the Motel vending machine outside. This is where we messed up. It said there were drinks. He put like a $10 bill in. It gave it back to him. He put a $5 bill in and actually stole it from him, and then gave him like change or something. No, I think it just stole it from him. Yeah. And it said sold out afterwards. So they scammed us. Like, I feel like they were just getting back at us. And my friend, he's clueless with his money. So he ends up dropping his $10 bill, and he thinks they stole all $15 of his, like, the vending machine stole all $15. And I'm like, just trace your steps and you'll find it. And actually, while we were doing this, RJ had the guts to go ding dong ditch on some motel doors after we already got kicked out of this place like twice. And the housekeeping people saw us doing that, and they gave a call to the office. So that was pretty awkward. And then we decided, we're just going to Uber back. And we ordered an Uber, and we're so thirsty, 110 degrees outside, and we're like, let's just go to the gas station. So it wasn't that awkward. The guy gave us like a weird look, but he didn't really do anything. He didn't say you're kicked or anything, or like, what were you doing earlier? So we just got our drinks, got out of there, and I had to pay for a $7 Uber. Yeah, $7, because my fucking friend RJ said he had to be home soon for a doctor's appointment that he just told us about. And Uber for 2 miles, like, well, not even 2 miles, $7. And we were looking at this Uber driver because, Uber drivers kind of look creepy on their profile picture. And I was looking at the reviews to just make sure it was a good guy. And there were ratings that said he had great conversations. So then we ended up trolling the Uber driver the whole time. We were like, me and my two friends are Indian, but they don't have like Indian accents. They're not from India, but they're having these like fake ass Indian accents saying, "Do you have great conversations?" This guy didn't talk once. But that was just a weird Uber driver. I actually have another Uber experience that I'll probably share in another story time, but they just trolled and had this like Indian accent. I'm surprised my Uber account didn't get taken down, but this guy literally didn't talk once. But that's pretty much it. Tommy got kicked out of a motel the same day that my friend lost his money, like 2 different times. But that's pretty much it. If you want to learn anything from this video, just take dares, take risks, good things will happen. No, not really, but like, just be cautious when you're doing these dares. I mean, we could go to any of those places right now. We didn't get fully kicked, but just be smart about things. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and peace.